Hi, my name's Dave Malkoff. I'm a TV news correspondent. I am never here in the studio. I am out here in the field doing this stuff. As the Weather Channel's chief environmental correspondent, I cover international, I cover hurricanes, The Today Show, CBS Mornings. I produce documentaries that I host, write, and edit myself. Adventurous, impactful storytelling that viewers respond to, and the anchors, producers, photographers love this stuff. Dave Malkoff, Network News Pro. All right, here's the 2023 reel.
We are watching a flood emergency happening in the south, this time Louisiana.
I can feel the pressure building on my legs, and I'm pushing through here. You're trying to get through the Northwest Passage.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, trying is the right way to say it.
One person stands up here, way up here, in the crow's nest, and looks out for the ice. As they see it, they radio down to a person on the front of the boat with a stick.
Dave Malkoff was the only TV correspondent allowed inside.
That is breathtaking. That looks exactly like what I see from the Mars rover, the surface.
Dave Malkoff is just what's best about the Weather Channel. How smart is he? Only Dave would take a bag of chips up to show you the atmosphere change as you start to work up there.
We are getting on the Hurricane Hunter, taking our seat on a mission right into the hurricane. We are rocking and rolling in the turbulence, dipping like a roller coaster because we are not flying around or over this hurricane. We are flying right through it at about 10,000 feet. We're racing through the early evening here in central Sri Lanka. Here's a map to actually show you where we're going. We're trying to get to this section right in the middle of the jungle where two national parks are separated by a highway. Are there more people down there?
Yes, four more. There's more elderly down there.
That's by my count, more than 15 people rescued in this one CBP helicopter on one tank of gas. Just enough time to get back to the airport, refuel, and do it all over again. Good morning. I'm standing in the middle of I-10, that transcontinental highway that goes all the way from the Atlantic Ocean in Florida to the Pacific Ocean in Santa Monica, California.
Wow.
There you go. I thought you'd have some room in here. Oh, wow, look at that. But it may be smaller than you think. Now we've placed the Endeavor over the highway, and we're bringing in a large cargo jet. Come on, move it. We don't have that much time. Come on. Okay, now they're gonna place it on top of the space shuttle. That MD-11's wingspan is 196 feet, dwarfing the space shuttle underneath.
And that was a great shot when they flew in the shuttle, had it hovering over the highway, and then the jet. That was pretty cool.
What is causing Alaska to sink like this? Well, to truly understand that, we need to take you underground.
Right now, we're about 70 feet below the surface.
We're standing right next to an active volcano, and this is an open well that goes all the way down to the subsurface. The heat that's right below us, I can smell the sulfur in the air. This is the biggest story of our time.
It is actually, and it's happening right in front of our eyes.
Under our feet.
Yeah, right here.
So we're standing here with Brazilian indigenous climate activist Juma Sampaio.
Everything is gone. The ocean is empty like.
As recently as the 1970s and 80s, village elders remember the winter Arctic sea ice growing to 10 feet in thickness. But this past year, it came down to 3 feet. Not thick enough to hunt on and not thick enough to protect the village either.
The climate change has caused so much problem.
Ukraine, they have a booth right now in the middle of the war with Russia. You put this booth up here. This is Alexei Rapshin, and look who we found sitting in the small crowd here. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. This is the first time ever they've had a Ukraine booth here.
It's something, but it's great. That's why we wanted to come see it.
Russia kills and climate change kills.
These dozers are reinforcing the fire line here so the fire doesn't skip over, but it's way too late for these homes that burned to the ground on Friday.
Our neighbor's house is gone. Very nice people.
Several large wildfires have combined into one monster, and it's already turned deadly. 10 of the largest wildfires in California history have burned in the last 20 years. 5 of them this year alone. In Calistoga, California, Dave Malkoff, the Weather Channel. They had a tornado plan. If anything ever became dangerous, the whole congregation was supposed to meet right here in this sanctuary area. But that's the very area that collapsed into all this. But this will not fill the lake. It has to snow all the way up the river in northern Colorado and then come down here for the lake level to rise.
Well, it's always nice to have a little bit of rain locally.
Welcome to St. George, Utah, the fastest growing metro area in the country. But with all these people moving in, every single one of them is gonna need way more water than they have right now. As we feel the heat coming a little close to us here. Some of them are trapped here as well.
That is where the fire is at. It is coming in this direction.
There's no way for us to avoid that.
No, there's no way.
It's gonna come through.
It's gonna come through here, yeah.
CAL FIRE Captain Josh Potter has 4 daughters back in Riverside, California. His goal is to save his crew, rescue these trapped Labor Day campers, and get back to those girls.
And Dave Malkoff of the Weather Channel made his way to an Iowa corn farm.
The Weather Channel's Dave Malkoff.
We've got Dave Malkoff.
Dave Malkoff.
Dave Malkoff.
Dave Malkoff.
Dave Malkoff. Dave Malkoff is in Dallas this morning.
Dave, let me tell you something, dude. I mean, I am so proud of you for being in there.
Dave Malkoff takes us to Kivalina, Alaska.
Good morning, Savannah.
Malkoff, our bravest correspondent.
Dave Malkoff.
It all started last year when this house ran out of water, then Yolanda's, and then this house. But not all the houses are dry. This house and this house still have water.
And you can catch Dave's special Vanishing America tonight on the Weather Channel.
You can see a lot more of this for the Alaska State of Emergency special on the Weather Channel.
For today, Dave Malkoff in Kandalama, Sri Lanka.
It's nice to get the opportunity to have Dave take us up there. It's a place in this world that we don't see often enough.
But what if you could get that jet fuel not from drilling it out of the earth, but from vacuuming it out of polluted air? A microscopic version of Jurassic Park. For today, Dave Malkoff, underneath Fairbanks, Alaska.
Really like getting underneath and understanding how that works.
That's amazing.
That's a part of this I would have never thought about, Dave. An amazing story. Thanks for sharing that. Was really appreciated.
Look, I get it. It's nearly impossible to decouple climate change from politics. So forget about the politics for a second. Forget about the word climate change. Think of this as just a water distribution problem. We have the world's largest freezer that I'm standing on right here, and it is melting away right out into the ocean. That's where the sea level rise comes from. This meltdown is gonna affect us all. In Iceland, I'm Dave Malkoff. Thanks for joining us.